At makakaasa pa po tayong mayroong mga susunod po sa mga susunod na araw at susunod na linggo.
Okay, so 100% courtesy resignation. So lahat po mga kasamahan nyo ngayon dito, lahat po sila already submitted courtesy resignations. Okay, I have 3 points of questioning ngayon po. Although I have more, but I just have to choose because of the very limited time. 3 points po. Parang this is a supplementary question na binanggit ni Senior Deputy Minority Leader Egay Erice on the inefficient or disparate allotment for flood control projects. And idadagdag ko rin po doon yung preventive maintenance of roads. Meron din po akong konting tanong doon sa foreign assisted flood control program na that was the point of the interpellation of independent minority Representative Ungab. And yung maintenance po ng flood control projects in some areas. So to start with the allocation, meron hong mga observations, and I think these are very valid observations, that the DPWH budget for public infrastructure is not going to the areas that need them the most. Sa katunayan, merong report from Malacanang dated August 11, 2025, na yung mga probinsya daw po with the greatest number of flood control projects are not necessarily the provinces which are considered as the most flood prone, based on the National Adaptation Plan of the Philippines 2023 to 2050, specifically paragraph 4.6.2. Ang tanong ko po, so gusto ko pong malaman, ano ang criteria ng DPWH when it comes to prioritizing the areas that napaglalagyan ng mga proyekto. Isa-isahin po natin. Sa mga flood control projects, how do you determine which areas need this flood control projects? Nakadepende ba ito sa need? Baka naman sa laki ng kickback. Kung nakadepende po sa need, bakit hindi Nueva Ecija, Metro Manila, Maguindanao, North Cotabato, Oriental Mindoro ang may most number of flood control projects? Meron ho ba ang mga batayan ito in terms of prioritization? Because that is very important para hindi po nasasayang yung pondo.
Madam Chair, if you allow me to be quite frank,
Yes.
I think, because I asked the same question, Madam Chair, when I came in. And to be quite honest, I don't think there is a master plan or there is a basis. So it's quite arbitrary, Madam Chair, to be quite honest.
So wala po, it's very clear to us. You've been saying that. Kanina po, nabanggit nyo na po. No master plan on the
None.
flood control projects.
None.
Na alam din po natin, the former Secretary Babe Singson actually merong ganon. And then iniwan niya, pinaubaya niya. So the next budget, the next DPWH Secretary, but there seems to be denials here. So sa tingin ko po naman, dun sa mga kasamahan niyo po sa DPWH, somebody must have seen already that master plan. Pero wala pong nagko-confirm.
Madam
Kung
Chair,
talagang meron.
there is a 2014, I've been told right now, there is a 2014 study, a master plan for NCR and 18 river basins across the country. I think this is the one being mentioned by former Secretary Singson. Unfortunately, I don't think it is used as the basis. Again, allow me to be frank, Madam Chair. So this must change. Kailangan po magbago ito. And kailangan po magkaroon na ng basihan at hindi na po arbitrary ang paglalagay ng mga proyekto, lalo ng flood control, sa iba't ibang mga lugar sa Pilipinas.
Okay, thank you po. Next naman po, sa maintenance of roads, primary, secondary, and tertiary. How does the DPWH prioritize the selection of roads to maintain? Bakit po bilyon-bilyon ang allotment ng DPWH sa maintenance ng mga halos pare-parehong daan in the past few years? Ano bang klaseng preventive maintenance ang ginagawa po dito? Tingnan nyo ito pong sa NCR, specifically 2nd District Engineering Office, Metro Manila. Mula 2023, milyon-milyon ang budget ng preventive maintenance nito. 2025 GAA, 210 million. 2024 GAA, 34.5 million. 2023 GAA, budget nito ay 73.9 million. So, at may observation din po na in 2026, the proposed budget, Region 3 will have the biggest budget for preventive maintenance of national roads, with only 1,177 kilometers of fair and poor roads, while the NCR, with the third largest budget at 4.2 billion, has only 334.7 kilometers of fair and poor roads. In contrast, Region 5, CAR, and Region 8 have the longest fair and poor roads at 1,461 kilometers, 1,353.5 kilometers, and 1,283 kilometers respectively, but have smaller budgets of 2.4 billion, 797 million, that's for CAR, and 3 billion respectively. Naku, nasa first, ano pa lang po ako, nagre-ring na yung bell. First point ko lang po yun. So, do you have the answer, please, to that
Yes.
last question on the maintenance of roads?
On the maintenance of roads, first of all, I think I've been informed that since a couple of years ago, I think since 2022 or 2023, medyo nababawasan po talaga ng malaki daw po ang maintenance fund ng DPWH, no? And it has been quite insufficient to adequately maintain. No? That's what I'm hearing. However, I think again, it's the same situation, Madam Chair, na wala po talagang prioritization talaga. No? Unlike po ngayon, for example, pinapaprioritize na po ng ating Pangulo ang Maharlika backbone. No? Yun po ang pinapaprioritize niya. In the past po ata, it's really, again, sad to say, quite arbitrary. No? Again, kailangan mabago ito dahil kailangan pong malaman ng DPWH, halimbawa po, just off the top of my head, kailangan pong malaman ng DPWH, ano ba yung mga daan na talagang in desperate need of maintenance already. No? Yung pong mga sinasabi nyo, mga kalye na talagang parang napag-iwanan na ng panahon na hindi na nabalikan at hindi na na-maintain. Yan po, kailangan ma-identify yan. No? Pero, tingin ko po, kailangan din ng kaakibat na pondo. So siguro po, ang hihingin po namin, aparte dun sa mas mataas na pondo, tingin ko po dapat ang maging kapalit nun ay unang-una, isang klarong sistema kung paano talagang masisigurado na yung mga kalye na nangangailangang i-maintain at iayusin, yun ang uunahin. No? And down the road. No?
Thank you, Madam Chair. The screen says my time has expired, so I'll just reserve my other questions at the next round. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Next. Honorable Rolando Valeriano from the majority.
Good morning, Mr. Secretary. Magandang tanghali po sa DPWH family. Mr. Secretary, nabanggit niyo po kanina na patapos na yung master plan sa Metro Manila. Tama po? Next year. Kasi nung nakarang Congress po, ako yung chairman ng Metro Manila Development. Tinatanong ko po yan. At ang sabi sa akin ng Metro Manila Development Authority, medyo expensive daw pag nagpagawa ng master plan. Is that true?
Totoo po, medyo mahal po talaga yan. Pero ang maganda naman po, ito ay funded na ng Asian Development Bank at ng JICA. Kaya po, sigurado po tayong, una, matatapos po ito at sigurado po tayo na maayos po ang paggagawa nitong master plan na ito.
With that, Mr. Secretary, kung matatapos po siya next year, when can we expect na simulan na po siya at matapos din yung Metro Manila plan? Not the master plan, the project itself.
master plan pa lang po ito.
Apo.
Wala pa po yung mga detailed engineering plans. No, hindi pa po kasama yon. Master plan pa lang po, matatapos next year, and then ang detailed engineering ay succeeding year. Succeeding year. Opo.
So, kailan po itong ma-implement? Mga 2027?
2027 po.
And kung alam niyo na po, mga ilang taon ma-implement tong master
Hindi,
plan?
hindi po natin masasabi,
Hindi
Madam Chair. Kasi po, kailangan po malaman natin ano yung mga components ng master plan na yun para malaman po natin yung timeline at yung mga kailangan dapat gawin.
So, in the meantime po, since etong Metro Manila nga, lalo yung Manila is below the sea level, hindi po ba pag umulan laging bumabaha?
Madam Chair, pasasagutin ko lang po
Sige po.
si Undersecretary Sidain.
Thank you, Sec. Beans. Madam Chair, Your Honors, the master plan that we are preparing here, Madam Chair, is actually the integrated flood risk management master plan for Metro Manila. We have actually the ongoing projects as far as the major river basin is concerned for Metro Manila. Ito po yung Pasig Marikina River Channel Improvement Works na nandyan na po sa taas. We have to mention here, Mr. Chair, that, Madam Chair, that the 2000, as early as 2002, we have already started the Pasig Marikina River Channel Improvement Project on that year, starting from Manila Bay, but it has to go all the way to San Mateo. And that's actually entirely 52 kilometers. So the pacing of the constructions, Madam Chair, which is currently now implemented, is the phase 4. Nandito na po tayo sa Marikina section. Yung pong pinunta ng ating mahal na Pangulo, that's actually the very locations where he has seen really by himself and as reported by the localities, yung pong Provident Valley na from Sumulong to Santo Niño was actually not flooded nung nakaraang visit niya because nandun na po yung revetment wall. At 64%, hindi pa po naka 100% yun. But the work for these flood control projects from the major river basin has to go all the way to Marikina upstream sections. Yun po yung nasa dam. That could be the phase 6 of the Pasig Marikina Channel Improvement Works that includes the constructions of the dams and the retarding basin. Plus po yung Parañaque Spillway, of which the FS was also completed in 2022. So yung magnitude of the infrastructure, big ticket projects po, is now on the last phase. Now, ito pong sinabi po ng ating buting secretary, yung integrated master plan would also include the low-lying areas of the entire 17 or 16 cities and 1 municipality for Metro Manila. Doon po yung talagang integrated na where we need to connect yung flood water from the inland can go directly to Pasig Marikina River Channel. Yung pong in-between noon, yung waterways, esteros, yung creeks, all the way to the local drainage po ng bawat localities has to be checked, verified, and rehabilitated. Doon po actually ang cost ng baha. Kung mapapansin niyo po, pag bumabaha yan, kahit saang locations na mabababa siya, it will take you several hours before it subside. Ibig sabihin, yung lagusan niya, papunta sa malaking na ilog, mahina po at saka maliit. Pero nagsusubside siya. Doon sa master plan po na sinasabi nating buting secretary is to unclog. Yung drainage, i-unclog mo, yung waterways, i-desilt mo, yung floating garbage, kolektahin mo yun. At yun po ang makakapaibsan para po mabilis ang pagdaloy ng tubig from the inland cities all the way to Pasig River. So, with the instructions po ng ating buting secretary, we have actually integrated yung support po ng World Bank. Kasi yung World Bank po, sila po yung gumawa ng 2013 Master Plan at ang JICA, sila din po ang gumawa ng Master Plan noong 1990. Dalawa po yan and both of these are active lending institutions that come up with one integrated Master Plan. So, yun po, mag-umpisa po tayo doon para lang at least we can start na hopefully by next year we can get the Master Plan po.
Thank you po. Anyway, na-observe ka rin naman ngayon, kapag bumaha sa lakas ng ulan, in a matter of hour, nagsusubside. Not like before nung panahon ng Ondoy na talagang maghapon magdamag yung baha. Ngayon talagang baba, siguro sa lakas ng binubuhos ng